Yeah, Raphael, addict. I'm not feeling grounded. I'm not spiritual. I just about made it here. Sorry, like literally just about made it here. And you know where I was? I was in the barber's getting my hair done. And that's a bit of the step one there, the unmanageable. For the last 4 to 5 months, I've literally been going through some emotional stuff. But I'm so great at wearing a mask. But I think now it's actually getting more on top of it, like on top of me, and I reached out to a couple of recovering addicts like myself. So I've done a lot of shares this week, done therapy, and what I should have done, I should have, instead of people pleasing, I should have said, no, the share's a bit too much. Because it does spiritually drain me when I share. I love this group. This was my home group, and I heard from the grapevine that I was a bit over controlling. But I think that's a defect that I've got, and yeah. So I don't know how far to take it back. I don't know, because I've done a lot of shares this weekend. I don't know how far I'm going to take it back, but I'll tell you this. When I used to smoke crack cocaine, it does the same effect as sniff. Without sniff cocaine, you can't get crack cocaine. It's impossible. And it does the same effect. I can get so high, it turns me a statue at the end of the night that I'm literally paused. And when I smoke weed, to tell the truth, I don't even care if the house is burning down. I'm so cool and relaxed. Like, I'll deal with it tomorrow. That was my attitude. When I take pills or MDMA, I could be by myself in the dance floor. Once I got my shades on and a cigarette, I'm good. I tried heroin, but it wasn't by choice. It was in the pipe when I was smoking crack. And at the end of the night, when I ran out my crack, when the crack ran out, I asked the dealer, not the dealer, sorry, I asked the person who I was smoking the drugs with. I said, can I have, because he was taking brown heroin at the time. I said, can I try some? And he turned around and said, I'm not going to give you for 2 reasons. One, it's because I've seen the way how you smoke crack and you're a monster. If you smoke heroin like this, you'll be dead. And the second reason, he said, because I'm stingy. I'm not going to give it to you. So I believe that was a higher power moment, because if I did get hooked on heroin, it would be a completely different story. I say it like this, I love drugs. I love drugs. But if I could take drugs without the effects, without what it does to me and my family, I would be taking it still, without lying. I remember one time when I wanted to get more drugs, and I said to the dealer, I said, I got my passport to sell. And there was a little lad, he was probably about 18, 19. Anyway, he said he's gonna come. He said he's gonna give me an 8-ball. I said, alright, cool. So when he came, he parked up. This was like middle of the night. And as soon as I went to the car, and he said, let me see the passport. I thought, oh, it's not going to end up well, this one. And I showed him my passport. He looked at it. He said, "Oh, this is not even a good passport. Come on, I'm British. It's a good passport." Anyway, he gave me a 20 bit for it, and I went home and smoked 20 bit, and yeah. At the time, if I had a choice, and this is me being honest, God be my witness, if someone gave me an ounce of crack, or said to me, I'm gonna, your kids are hungry, I'm gonna feed your kids, what would you take? I would take the ounce of crack and not think about my kids, I've done things to get drugs, which I can't really talk about. Only me and my sponsor, my higher power knows, I went to that desperate length to get crack cocaine. I was a professional dustbin eater. First I started I was living in a share house, and I started, someone would eat their food, and I would go downstairs and open the dustbins and eat the food, and then I took it to work. My work colleague at lunchtime would eat their food, and I would go in the dustbins and eat their food. And then it ended up in the streets, eating food from the dustbins. And for some reason, everyone throw away sandwiches. There's a lot of sandwiches in dustbins. And I've done that for a good year. So that was the dark side of my using. As I said, I've used crack cocaine for 19 years. I've used cannabis for 31 years. So, I've got a lot of stories to tell on the drug taking, but I'm not here to tell the stories on drug taking, because it's places that I don't really want to go. But I can tell you the first time when I did come to NA, I can't tell you who bring me, I can't tell you how I got the information. I just remember going to a meeting, it was in Elm Park, and there was about 6 Rickies and about 10 Jasons in a room. and I was broken, I was lost, and I had 2 voices in my head. I would not and I could not. I would not stop smoking weed, because to me it was a religion, I thought it was a religion. And I could not stop smoking crack, and that left me to go back outside and for a couple of more years to go and eat at dustbins more. And when I came back into NA, the love that I got, from NA. And I want to press fast forward. If I didn't come into these rooms, I will probably be, I'll be dead, definitely in prison, or in delusion. I can't even say the last word. That's the word, come on. But NA's definitely given me what its promises. That's the promise that an addict, any addict, I'm that any addict, because I'm not like these lot. When I came in the room, I'm like, no, I'm not like these lot. So I'm that any addict, can stop using drugs, which I've done, lose the desire, which I have, and find a new way to live, which I'm trying to. But I would not be able to do it without the steps, and I've reached out to a lot of people today, and what I've come to realize that I'm hiding, or I'm not doing my step 6, and I am covering it up by doing a lot of meetings, and so I really need to re-surrender to the program, and organize my life much properly, because my life has become unmanageable for the best. When I came into the program, when I came into NA, people said they're coming with black bags, and if I'm lying, God forgive me, God kill me if I'm lying. I came in with 2 socks, 2 holy socks, pairs of socks, and I had to wear them both at the same time, because I had holes at different places. And I had 1 pair of boxer shorts. And I can't tell you where the hole was because there's females in the building. So, and the only clothes I was wearing was just my work clothes, because my work will supply me clothes. So, you know, I was finished, you know. I was completely finished. So I'm not going to glamorize that I was selling drugs for 15 and a half years and I became a successful drug dealer, because now, being how I am now, I see the effect what drug dealers do, and I fucking hate them, you know. Yeah. I don't know if it's karma, what I've got, you know. But the steps are amazing. Step 1 is definitely amazing. I do advise people, or suggest, that's what I want to say, suggest, that every step you do it to the best of your abilities. You know, step 1, you know, I had a lot of deny. I was powerless, and I was a mess. So then I had to apply my step 2, which is a power grade in myself, which is everyone in the room. You know, without everyone in the room, I would not have been here. More, my step 3. My higher power, you know, I have to hand it over, and then my step 4. But you know what I've been doing now, it's getting clean, and I've been taking my will back, you know. And it has hurt me a lot, because I've been taking my will back, but I've been speaking to a lot of people. Well, no, that's a lie, I've been speaking to 3 people, but one of them's got like 20 something odd years clean, and you know, this is the program, you know. This is what, it's good that I can acknowledge where I'm going wrong, you know. But yes, I do need to resurrender to the program. And I'd rather, you know what, he said, Raf, what do you rather do, resurrender to the program when you relapse, or resurrender to the program now, like, you know, you're working the program? I said, you know, this is the best stage I'm at. I'm doing it now, you know, and so yeah, I got to pick up my step 6 and finish it off, and you know, it's a painful process, but it's very, very rewarding, and you know what? I collected all these keys, yeah, just once. I picked up these keys once. Now I'm on the black, yeah. And the person who I am, I definitely know if I relapse, say goodbye. No one's not seeing me no more, because of my pride. You know, that pride of coming back and picking up this key ring again. You know, and everyone clapping for me. And in my head, it's just nah. I can't see myself doing it. You know, and maybe that's what's keeping me clean as well. You know. And you know what? Everybody works their program differently. But it's definitely a flipping honest program. Yeah, it's definitely an honest program. I've come from a place where I grew myself, well, I had to grow myself up from a very young age in the streets. So it's impossible for you to be honest, open-minded and willingness in the streets. You just get eaten up. You know, you just get eaten up. People just demolish you. So I'll now have to try and learn to keep that mind frame out there, and to come in here and to learn a new. And it's fucking hard. You know? It's fucking hard. Sorry, I'm swearing, but you know, that's the only way how I can explain it. It's proper hard. You know, I've come from a place wherein I either robbed you, bumped you, you know, done so much madness, you know, to benefit myself. Now I'm in a place wherein I love to help people, you know. I love to help people, and I don't like when people relapse. I don't like when people don't get the program, and that's not me being ego or whatever, because I know how hard it is out there. and I'm I'm helping someone, not through the step work because I'm not sponsored, I haven't finished the steps, but I'm helping someone to try and get it. But it's flipping hard, and it's flipping hard. You know, I said to him today, because he's relapsed again, and he said to me, he said, Raf, I knew I was going to do it. So in my head, I'm like, if you knew, why are you wasting my time? You know, why are you wasting my time? But I didn't have to be compassionate and you know, understand. And this is, now I know why all my family walked away from me, you know. Now I know why all my family walked away from me. I said, bro, it's so simple, yeah? If you can't make a choice, just write down on a piece of paper what you love about the drugs and what you hate about the drugs, and you know, just make a choice after that. But I said to him, if you want to carry on smoking, go out there and smoke. Don't go out there, come back in, go out there, because what you're doing, you're hurting yourself more. And I know what he said. He said, Raf, it's hard. I said, it's hard being an addict. You know, it's flipping hard being an addict. I've been there, I've done it, you know. And then I spoke to my sponsor today, and he said, Raf, you can only carry the message, you can't carry an addict. And yeah, you know, some of us can get it, some of us can't, you know. And I don't want to be one of the persons or one of the people that can't get it. You know, I got my passport back, and I've travelled like since the amount of time I've been clean. The amount of time I've travelled. Look, I swear down, there's a plane going up there now. What's a blessing? I've travelled like 5 places already since being clean. You know, it's just a blessing. That's a flipping blessing on its own. I do not need to eat at dustbins no more. I'm in the middle of trying to get supervision visits on my kids. And if it don't work this year, you know, all I can just do is keep on staying clean, and I know one day it will work, you know. And I've got a missus. I've got a missus. Now I know why they say don't get a missus in the first 90 days. No, you know what? I swear down in my life, if I'm lying, I should die tonight. And I swear down, I should die tonight. This is the truth, what I'm going to say. I swear down. The person who I spoke to today on the phone, he said, Raf, Karina's not the problem, you're the problem. And I know it, you know. I said that I can be at work and have a full-blown argument with my missus in my head. Like a full-blown argument. And everything's going sweet. But you know what he's doing? It's you know, it's not right, innit? You know, it's just not right. But it's just my shit. You know, at least I can own it now, and you know. Yeah. All jokes aside, man, this is a seriousness. If none of us can't remember what brings us into the rooms, then I think you need to check yourself out. So I did not come into this room skipping. I did not come into the room with a smiley face. This was my last stop, you know. It was suicidal thoughts, like real suicide. It's easy for it to come out of my mouth now, but when you're actually living in that moment, you know. So, yeah, thank you for letting me share. And I'm 2 years and 6 days today. Thank you.
Thank you, Raf.
I ain't finished yet. That's me being controlling, sorry. I'm finished. I'll finish and I'll leave you there.
Thank you, Ram.